Not a creature. Most expensive 2/1 of all time. Get out of here. They won't even try to top deck the hoof. The shame scoop is real. Oh my God. Yes. I feel like I've loved mono white tokens off and on for years now. I always want to make some kind of a mono white like mid-range to control pile work. What is this one? Does this one do the thing? Is this more aggro? It has 1-drops. I'm very confused. Anyway, I found this one online doing well in a Magic Online event. As always, I love asking the question, does this best of 1? The card I had to craft for it that I didn't have already was Cosmogrand Zenith. Up to 4 copies. This mythic can make extra human soldiers or put counters on those creatures. And the card from Avatar that is seeing play here is Abandoned Air Temple, which enters untapped if you control a basic land, and then is kind of a Gavany Township, but just in white, where you can add a +1/+1 counter at instant speed to your entire board. So a pretty exciting new Avatar card. Often these decks have a ton of Fountain Port. We see only 2 Fountain Port now. Starfield Shepherd gets you basic planes or creatures with mana value 1 or less when you warp it or cast it. That's an interesting value piece that just keeps going. Novice Inspector and Warden of the Inner Sky are your early game. Pixie sets you up better for late game. Collector's Cage, digging through your deck, but only really paying off with 2 Overlords of the Mistmoors. The rest are very like medium hits. And Halea Guardian. I keep on trying to say Guardian, but it's not. It's Guided by Light. Just hiding here. 1 Voice of Victory. Then what is this card? Fortress Kingguard. 1 and a white, 1/2. When it enters, it endures 1. Do I even know what endures does? It's a common. It's 2 creatures. Yeah, that's kind of what it is. Put a +1/+1 counter on this creature or create a 1/1. So for 2 mana, you get a 1/2 and a 1/1. Yeah, that's good. Parting Gust, good card, very versatile for removal. That seems like it could be best of 1-able. What doesn't seem best of 1-able here, what I'm highly skeptical of, lack of graveyard interaction, and also unclear that you can grind out a control deck. But let's put those things to the test. Let's dive in. Let this nonsense begin. I am skeptical, but I want to be winning. So cross your fingers. Our opponent's giving us the mono red vibes that we love so much. We'll keep this. Turn 1, we can gain 1 life. Start at 21 life. Seems good to me. Okay, this mono white aura farm deck, I just don't know. I don't know what to make of it ever. I'll gain 1. I'll warp. They run Abandoned Air Temple, which is a good addition. I actually haven't seen them running it. But of course, you would need a rare wild card. People who play this deck clearly don't have those. Man, do I even have time to do things? I think next turn is like warp and this, but warp plus this is also good. It's 2 mana to warp and this. The thing is, I think I need to gust the Scavenger. I need to gust something. But what if they just have Shard Mage's Rescue? They only have 4 cards. I think we're on the draw against an aggro deck. We have to take a risk, and if we get blown out, that's the way it is. Okay. It's a non-token creature, that's right. That's right. Okay. I wonder if they played around Parting Gust there. Wow, they just had it. Ooh, I hate these decks, man. They really bug me. That said, if they don't have a way to get Invasion next turn, we might be able to deal with the double strike. So we warp. We Fortress Kingguard. We create a 1/1. And we draw. Okay. Yeah. So if I hadn't done this on turn 1, I would actually be able to Cosmic Grand Zenith and this card next turn, which would make a much bigger board state. But we still have to draw a land for that to work. All right. Do they also have Flight of Fancy? They have Shelter by Ghost, which is bad. But as long as they can't gain flying, we might be able to absorb a lot of the hits. Let's find out. Okay, we draw land. Nothing to do for 1. We have to save that for next turn, but all the warp will help. So this turn we warp. I think we get the basic planes to make sure that next turn can happen. So next turn we have Zenith as well. Create our blockers. Hit our land drops, like get a planes next turn, and then maybe Zenith really goes the distance, right? I think we take this. Do we? Or do we block while we can? I think we block while we can. Eventually they'll find evasion. That's how we lose, right? They eventually find the evasion they need. And until then, we've got to work on getting our life total back up. And really hope they can't deal with the Zenith. What are you doing? You have trample in there? What's going on? Activated abilities of artifacts, creatures, and planeswalkers can't be activated. Anybody got an activated ability? I think these are all triggers. We draw the Inspector. Okay. You get my Zenith trigger. Make 1/1s to block with. They do have a flyer. Is this Pixie time? Pixie Inspector. Is it Warden time? I don't think we're going to be able to tap things on our turn for a long time. Give me a Pixie. The Conqueror is a heck of a call. Haven't seen that one too often. Are you a coward? What do they have under Sheltered by Ghosts? It's nothing, right? Why are they hiding this? Why are they being a coward? Okay. I mean, I accept. Wow, that's a draw. But I think we need life total go up. So you. Interesting. Stacks. Artifacts and creatures entering don't cause abilities to trigger. Oh no. That is so much worse for me. But still, this is 4 points in the air. I think I better play you, even though you're not going to do much. And then we have to start playing the Shepherds. Ouch. Doorkeeper Thrall. Somehow they turn this into a stacks deck. Interesting. We could add counters to this, but I'm not sure that'll work. Oh my gosh. So they've played flyers for 3 straight turns. That's a lot. Okay. Well, we have a 3/2 to trade with, and then we have another one, but at that point we will be very, very low on life. I think this game is not going to go our way. They just drew too many flyers. Which I didn't expect. I mean, you're used to the wings. That's usually how they win the game. The voice. Uh-huh. That's another land. That is not it. And we can't double spell here. Brutal. But we have to try to stay alive. Double throw. They got it. Oh my god. That was lucky. I wonder if putting more counters on our things If we had had a flyer to stack counters on, if it could have dissuaded them. Because they did play like a coward with their scavenger. Maybe they had played like a coward with their flyers. What a weird deck. It's like literally in the middle of that game, they turned from the enchantment deck into Voice of Victory, Clarion Conqueror, Doorkeeper Thrall. I'm going to be honest, it seems really bad to me, but they're winning, or they won that. If they were winning, they'd show up on like Untapped. So they're not winning unless they just know something nobody knows. I don't think it's that good. I think it still loses to the same things, but not in that case. This deck couldn't grind them out. This deck's an outlier though. Like nobody is playing this deck. I have not seen mono white tokens on ladder like maybe once in 3 months. I also think I warped Talea Guided by Light badly. The amount of times we could have had a Cosmic Grand Zenith trigger earlier. Plus they had a really good draw. I can't forget that part. They had a busted draw. Draw a card. Interesting, right? I think we pass here. We're on the draw, so like their 3-drop here might keep us from playing Zenith next turn if it's something scary like Slasher. Or Preacher, and you'd much rather just Parting Gust it. No land? Opponent, what happened? Temple. Warden. I like keeping the Temple a secret to the last moment, if possible. Well, that said, they might run like Ruthless Negotiations. Yeah, we'll just get on the field then. They might try to make us discard it. I think they have a removal spell. Let's see if they use it. They do not. Actually, there was no priority there, was there? Nope. Woof. Get me that scry. I mean, more creatures. Seems really good when you have Abandoned Air Temple. What seems bad? I guess just flooding. Okay, I've been duressed. They still don't have land. Seems really good for us. Let's just go hard. +1. I mean, either they're bluffing or they drew something for this moment. There was a priority stick. Yeah, that's pretty good too. Doesn't double spell for next turn, but I don't think it matters. 3 mana Wrath the board. Sure. Put more lands in your discard deck, I suppose. I love Novice Inspector because I really don't care what my 2-drop is. I can just draw a card. I actually love it. Also, we get to play the sheep. The sheep's great. Everybody loves the sheep. I miss Laydown Arms. It was a good reason to run a basic Plains. Your Swords to Plowshares for Standard. I thought it was a great card for Standard, to be honest. Seam Rip my Inspector is a choice. If I were them, I'd Seam Rip the Clue. I'm not even gonna lie. Okay, could get the land. Could also get Pixie. I think I'll get Pixie. Oh, could also get Warden. I think we're early enough in the game that the Warden's still a really good threat. Great with the Inspector. If I missed the land drop, I blew it. Is this mono white control? Nope, nope, it's the same deck again, but okay. So Veteran Survivor is the card that I'm used to seeing in this mono white deck. That's something that they replaced with their stacks pieces. So this will be an interesting like test case. We want to save a 1-mana card to go after these. So let's just go for the Zenith. Make them have Shelter by Ghost right now. If they have it, they have it. If they don't, we're going to explode next turn. That is just a spider maker. What else? You okay? We broke their brain. They didn't attack. Okay. Let's go crazy. Must be a Shard Mage's Rescue. Absolutely must be, right? Must be. Make 1/1s. See, if we don't have to target them, we're in such a better position than last game where we had to target them. Maybe it was a mistake in general last game to even try to play the Parting Gust targeting their creature. Maybe that was my big oopsies. So this can block and come back. That's sweet. This is a 2/1. This is a 2/4 that can block. Let's just do this. I'm not in chump or die mode yet, but we want to get this Warden into the air because eventually they will probably get into the air, and I don't need another Warden. There's plenty of other things I'd prefer. And I don't want to be attacked by everything, so we won't tap these for the Scry. Maybe next turn. One more turn till double strike. Let's see if they can get evasive before then. They've got armor. That is a big survivor. They're coming in. This comes back. Let's just do it. Avoid the damage so they don't just kill me with a flying double striker out of nowhere, if possible. 2 cages. This will work. This will work. Do we get a land first? I think we do. Cage. See if we can find one of those overlords. How big do we need our creatures? I think bigger is the right answer. None of those are quite it, but the shepherd's pretty good. This draws a card off the Innocence. It saves the shepherd activation. Let's get the card. I mean, getting a shepherd on the field is really good too, but I like having this on backup. Also gives us more ways to activate the Warden. You know I like drawing cards, guys. You know I do. All right. What we got? Into the Skies. Don't need that. We can get them with shepherds if we really need them. Double strike coming up. I don't think they can just dish out trample, but let's leave plenty of blockers available. Hit. Hit. You think they just keep looking at their Shard Mage's rescue, being like, how do I get this to say +3/+3? That'd be so nice. Okay. Do we get a little greedy, get one more counter on this Warden by tapping the Zenith, the Inspector, and the Cage? I'm going to say no. I don't think it's necessary to have a 5/6 here. I mean, it might have to chump block if they draw Wings of whatever. What's the name of that card? Flight of Feather Flight. You know, 2 mana +1/+0, draw a card. Flash. Maybe they play it right now. They don't. Yep, there's your double strike. There's your planes. See, that's how impressive the deck, the white aura aggro deck normally is, right there. Very impressive. Unbelievable. What a performance. Okay. Okay. Snark. There's an Overlord of the Mistmoors. I'll try it. I'm skeptical, but you know, I told you I love this card. The more I think about it, the more I think I played this badly in game 1. It's just so tempting to just gain a life when you can. 5 cards? All right. Grind them out. Okay, it's a Badger Mole deck. No removal here, so can we beat a deck that just goes Cub Wild on the play? What can? Nothing really can, so you can't judge it too harshly. It's a lot of planes. Is it you? Or do we draw? The next turn, warp this doesn't really do us much good. Warp this Pixie Inspector does us some good. Let's do that. I have plenty of planes, and I'm not fetching one of those ever again, but give me a Pixie. The problem with the Pixie is now they know that the Inspector isn't going to block, but we'll see if they get it. Not everybody sees it when it's happening. Yep, see, they still won't attack with the Recruit. Interesting. All right, warp it. Pixie it. Inspect it. We gain some life, we draw some cards, we build our board, and we still have too many planes. Gosh. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. We have blockers. Surely they don't just Ouroboros us into oblivion. Surely. Give me more time. I need more time. I'm gonna get hoofed so hard. Format is stupid and busted. Do we block it? Yeah. It's an interesting attack, especially when you reveal you don't have anything. We have Gust, but they have Recruit, so we're in no rush to use it. What do we do? I mean, if they draw an Ouroboros, of course we need to hit that. So do we, like, it's tempting to hold this up, right? But they're going to attack us with these 2/2s. So it's also tempting to make 2/1s to block. All right, they're not going to draw Ouroboros. Not now. We have to take this risk. We have to have a board worth having and start getting this impending cost down. We need to take a risk right here. Go be gentle. That's not good. That's not good. How do they top deck what they need, man? How? Wait, what? That's not a creature. You paid a little bit much for your Mockingbird, let's be real. Not a creature. Most expensive 2/1 of all time. Get out of here. They won't even try to top deck the hoof. The shame scoop is real. Oh my God. Yes. Yes. Run to the hills. I care not for your mental and emotional health. I had nothing to do with it. They literally didn't know an Overlord wasn't a creature while impending. What can you do? What can you do? Parting Gust, you might be bad. Like, maybe you're not a removal spell at all. But let's see. I'm gonna go second. Keeping 2 removals on the draw is usually what you want to do. Is this the same deck? See you. You have something. Is this dumb? Blood Pit's Drowner into what? Puts me way behind. Whereas next turn I could this into this. That's not even good. This, not good. This is rough. This would get a land. Could also get a Novice Inspector to go Inspector, Pixie, Inspector. I think it needs to get a land. I'm just gonna pass. I have a feeling I'm gonna gust something for tempo. Oh, that's bad. That is not what you wanted to see. That's not gustable. So I did waste 2 mana here if they don't play a creature. Okay, they missed a land though. I did hit a land. No responses. Novice? I think so. I have something that can target a creature. There was no priority before the Shepherd resolved, but now there is. Bounce spell? Yeah. Yep, unauthorized exit. So what is this? Lessons version of Omniscience. That's my prediction. Can we beat that? It'll take tremendous luck to beat that. Tremendous luck. We have to basically gust a coma and they have to not be protecting it. That doesn't seem very likely, but we will put it all to the test. So they have to have a board. They don't have a planet yet, so if they're running Omniscience combo, they're not there. You're a land in theory. I mean, I'll take them. There's a lot of value. I like value. There is the planet. So starting now, we have to have a Parting Gust open for coma at all times. I also have to hit every land drop, so we're probably using Shepherd for land and nothing else. Well, at least we have a clock now. Man, this Overlord in the hand is so sad. I think I'm going to end up cracking this clue because I don't think they're going to play the coma right into the Parting Gust. I think they're going to wait. As far as cards I can draw, how bad is this one? Pretty good. I mean, it's close to a 2-turn clock that we don't have to invest a ton of mana in. This is 7. 6, 7 with cage. Yeah, we've got to get slightly more damage out of this. And having double gust open would be nice, but I don't know if we will. Once this is gone, okay, this really is just 6 unless we use cage. So God, if I have to play cage and take down the double gust, how bad is that? They're gonna consult now? Sure. All right, one question we have to ask is if we should be gusting our own creature just to get the extra damage. If we do 7 next turn, 8 with cage with 1 gust up, the problem is they can go land, coma, protect it with a counter spell, whereas if we double gust, they can't. And if we double gust them, and 1 resolves, and the coma is exiled, well, they just have second coma the next turn and do it anyway if our clock isn't fast enough. They take 6 this turn. The next turn, we stop the coma. The next turn, they take another 6. We don't win. That's not how you win. We have to make a more aggressive play. If these attack for 7, make it 8, then we just need 1 turn. So this feels bad, but this is the play. Get it back with a counter, make another clue. Play the cage. See what we hit. This is not good. But another cage, at least the reroll of the cage can get us another counter. But here, we don't use it. If we put 1 there and go tap, tap, that doesn't work. I guess I'd prefer the vigilance and the scry. Unless they don't use the mana. No, we gotta do it this way. We need the damage. It's a good card. There. We're gonna try to put them in now or never mode. And hope they just don't have the perfect combination of untap land, counterspell, coma, omniscience combo. They probably do. They've gotten to look at so many cards. They've gotten to stack their library in so many ways. They probably have it. Oh. They don't. Okay. Sure. I have a new plan. Let's see if it works. They discard to hand size. See, I think they have bounce spells, and they're going to try to save them to the last minute, probably to prevent the cage from triggering. But I want to try to do this right now to see if I can sneak a voice of victory on the field. Because if they let this resolve, they don't know the voice is going under this. They're trying to wait till the last second. Draw. Oh, that was close. So funny I drew both of these when I actually could have caged into them. They probably let this go, but if they do, the voice is gonna get them. Come on. Yes! 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 Oh, they have to respond to it. I was hoping it would just come. Yeah, I know. I cast it for free. I don't have a way to actually sneak it out, but I like the pressure we're adding. Lost in the maze. They're gonna tap my stuff. 3 of them. You monster. Okay. Okay. That sucks. But they did miss their land drop. They missed their land drop. Tapped land. Here we go. Oh yeah, they can tap it in response. Jesus. Nothing really matters. Anyone can see. Was there any way to beat the combo with what they had? I don't think so. I mean, this is part of the big problem with these decks. Specifically our white token deck is we just can't clock somebody. We can't do it. We did our best to add the right amount of damage to the clock and we still couldn't get over the finish line. We just got absolutely decked. Yeah. There are so many turn 4 combo decks in this meta. My gut reaction to a mid-range deck that can't stop anything on the stack, like Omniscience, can't stop the graveyard, can't really compete with Badger Mole Cub unless they mess up. My reaction to all that is loser. I honestly look at this deck and I think loser, but I want to be wrong. At least the algorithm seems to favor that mono white matchup, and that's probably fine overall, but we still lost to the stacks version, and who knows, by next week the stacks version might be the only version that matters. Yep. Well, they didn't play turn 1 Llanowar Elves, so I'm not sure what they're doing. Graveyard? All right, let's put it to the test. I shared my concerns about the graveyard deck. Okay, this is Battle Crier combo. Honestly, everything I've tried to do with Parting Gust has been a disaster, except using it on my own things. Parting Gust, I believe, as a removal spell sucks. We're probably just supposed to ignore even the idea of interacting with our opponent and go ham. I say that, and then they do this. I have to do it, right? There's no question about this, is there? I have to kill the Battle Crier here. Not killing it would be so irresponsible, and I have no time for this. Let's just be aggressive. I have seen some of them start to use counter magic, so I'm gonna do it now. Yeah, this is a case where Parting Gust the Battle Crier is good, right? It has to be. They have plotted against me. That's a temple. It's a big attack. But we still want a double spell. Should have bounced this to my hand, then I wouldn't have drawn the card. Guys. Can't really hold up a Parting Gust then, can I? All right. Surely I won't lose. Woof, woof. Big board. We took out their battle crier. We won't lose this game to this moment, right? Not today. Brawler. Big +1/+1 counters. No! Are you kidding me? They passed the turn. Okay. Cooked. Oh, I wonder if they just didn't have the red for the onslaught. It's possible. It's definitely possible that was the situation there. See if we can get a good one for the road. My opinion on the deck is pretty made up. If you resolve the turn 3 Cosmo and it doesn't die, that's really good. Everything else, hot medium. Although this might be the first time I've done Warden Inspector Guided by Light nonsense. And by the way, Parting Gust that time on the Battle Crier, A+ move. Clearly the right play. What you doing? You're playing green, but you don't have turn 1 Llanowar Elves? You like suck at what you at Magic? What's going on? Riddle me that. You're a warp player? I am also a warp player. Months later, do we like warp? I think we do. Pretty cool ability. Like, look at all that we're getting out of our turn here. Amazing. Ooh, next turn. Zenith and C. What are you doing? Combo. Another combo deck. Now they have Llanowar Elves. But there's no way they have the combo here, right? They're still several pieces away. So we need to double spell. No, we need to resolve Zenith. That's it. That's all there is. Yeah, I'll just play this. Now next turn we do need to double spell, but you are slow, and we have it in terms of Shepherd into Gust. But we could also have it Innocence into Warden, but that's probably too slow. Probably. Go team, go. I mean, they could just cast the Riddler. This is us trying to be fast. We are on the draw, though. Worth noting. And that's not much of a turn. Not much of a combo, either. 4-6. Pretty big. I mean, you might look at this and say gust it, but can I get bigger than this? I think I can. Counter. Yeah, okay. Okay. Pixie? Seems right. Another one. I would be using the Gust next turn. Is another one right? Multiple Zeniths might push through this. It's definitely one of the stronger draws. Enduring Innocence is probably too slow. Get it. They go to 6. Okay, combo or bust. We warped our butt off, but let's see if it was enough. They run red. They run Battle Crier. Guys, was it the mistake not to play Parting Gust? Okay, that's not much. That honestly was not very good. 5, okay. They're at 5 life. I don't think I have it, but I have something close to it, so let's go for it. They have some good blocks, but they have to block the Warden for sure. So let's make them take their dock off the board with a full attack and drop them to 2. Put their back against the wall. Hold on to your butts. Oh no. Wait, why did they sequence it? I guess they wanted the cost reduction. That must be why they sequenced it that way. Oh, they're making so many blockers no matter what I do here. They might survive another turn, but they have to block everything, so they'll probably lose their board. They kept on top. Scary. They go to 3. They go to 5. They take the land. They kept on top, by the way. Sure. Not great for us. They go to 4. We're still here. Game is not ended. Let's see if we can draw a good card. Would I rather do it on end step with life gain? No, I don't think that's what matters. Let's play you and you. Is it time to go wide or tall? I think tall. Not great. Definitely not great. Here come the jumps. I don't think we're gonna get it, guys. The combo problems are persisting. Our issues with combo decks are real. My intuition was sadly right. If you saw a way I could have won it, let me know. I'm not positive the Parting Gust was perfectly played, but I really thought I needed that trigger. The double spell trigger from the Zenith. I do get addicted to value sometimes. Anyway, we'll see their little pop off. In case you were wondering how this deck wins, maybe you didn't watch my video on it. I do have a video on this deck. It is on the channel. You can look back. It's probably something like me looking at a camera. Maybe Libby will throw a little card up there for you. It's probably something me being like, I don't know how this combo works, because for the longest time I couldn't figure it out. But we can watch an expert over here, Broccoli Money, known Magic Arena ladder enthusiast Broccoli Money, run this Why did they never? I'm trying to talk you up, dude. Just play your combo and win. You have it. It's right there. What are we doing? Now you GG me? You had it 2 game actions ago. What are you? Okay. Come on. They just like touching their cards too much. This is a common addiction among Magic Arena players. They stop worrying about anything other than how much they get to touch their cards. All right, please deck yourself. No, they chose the right amount. That's the other reason to hang in there. Sometimes they deck themselves, but they're gonna draw a reasonable number of cards while making 80/80 trample haste. Oh my god. They were even scared to attack with everything. What a fucking chump. That's what I get. You guys wonder why I scoop? Because when I stay, I see shit like that. That's why.